The most dramatic moment of the part where Armin got crispified, it wasn't whether or not he would be saved, it was about how long it would take before he was revived.
I know, so...
And I think that's bullshit.
I knew he was gonna live, and I was still like, how long are they gonna let him sit on the roof like that?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it was about counting the seconds before he got turned into a Titan.
I was just, they really let him sit there for a while. I was like, maybe I misread something, because I thought he lived.
I mean, yeah, he can't die. He's freaking Armin, and now he's like just as annoying as the Nuke Titan.
What the fuck?
It's like he's learned nothing. He gets burned alive, and he comes out, and he's like, "Oh my god, I ate him." And oh no, and then there was Commander Erwin, but I should have died.
This is your...
I should have died, not him.
Oh my god, your Armin voice. Why is he the Pillsbury Doughboy?
No, he's Mickey Mouse.
Oh my god.
Oh no, huh?
Stop.
Aaron, I love you, huh?
Anyway, I actually grew to like him. Or maybe like's a strong word. I grew to enjoy is a strong word. Tolerate. I grew to tolerate him.
Nothing you're saying is correct. You grew to not cringe whenever he was on screen.
I grew to not feel like he ruined the show.
No, for me, he ruined the entire show. He needs to get burned alive a second time.
Well, he'll die in 10 years or so anyway, so... Or 9 at this point.
Yeah, how long? Oh my god. It's been 4 years or
You'll
5?
get your wish. Yeah, because remember 4 years later...
Yeah, but there was it was like 1 year later.
4 years later.
There was like another 1 year later skip thing.
Okay, so has it been 5 years?
I think so.
Alright, well, whatever.
I can't be sure.
He's got an expiration date, alright? So you're gonna get your way.
Yeah, but he's not gonna suffer enough for ruining the show.
I think he suffered plenty. He got crispified, and then he got a death sentence, essentially.
So he doesn't die, and he becomes the Nuke Titan. Because that's essentially how they use it. They don't even use it to
do anything. Just explode.
Right. It's like he's just a living bomb
that doesn't die.
Which is kind of interesting. Because Bertold didn't do that. He kicked down a hole in the wall. But I mean, why didn't he just stand in front of the wall and explode?
I don't know.
Or just like blow himself up next to the wall and create a giant hole that couldn't ever be repaired.
I don't know. I mean, you would think he would know how, because he was literally trained to use that Titan, and they knew all about it. So I don't know. That's a good point. I guess for the sake of progressing the plot.
That's the thing, is that events don't progress naturally in this show, and one of the reasons why I hate it is because every scene, it's like, okay, when you write a story, you have to try and trick your reader or the viewer into thinking that things are progressing naturally. Yeah. But in Attack on Titan, all the events are perfectly constructed in order to arrive at some preconceived plot or pre-decided narrative shit, whatever,
oh, okay.
Right?
I could see, yeah.
For example, okay, right after Armin gets burnt to a crisp, fantastic. Best scene in the whole series, right? But after that, right? Okay, so now Levi's there, and he has the Titan serum, and he has the ability to save Armin, and Aaron's like, hey, yeah, you can save Armin, woo, let's go, buddy, like 420 blaze it.
Stop, fucking stop.
And so then what happens? Worthless ass Commander Erwin.
Piece of shit redhead, that fucking redhead, fuck him. Okay, you don't want to talk about characters that ruin the entire show? That fuck.
And his stupid, swirly Sonic the Hedgehog haircut.
Look at the top of his head.
I hate him. I hate him. I can't believe he's in the most recent season. When I saw him, I said, you're alive?
Why'd you turn into Gollum from Lord of the Rings?
We hate him.
The precious. Because he's got the one ring on he's got a donut on the top of his head.
Okay, so I can't get too wrapped up in the redhead. I didn't even learn his name. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's a worthless, pointless character. He
shows up. You're right. I agree with you on this point. It was sort of like, this didn't really need to happen other than to like make a scene.
Yeah, to make drama, right?
Yeah, that's all it was for.
So Levi, his whole deal is that he's pragmatic as fuck. So he's just like, he's gonna use logic and reason, and that's what makes him the strongest soldier in the entire army, is because he's logical about his shit. Would you disagree? That's my assessment.
No, I agree. He's like a robot.
He's like a robot, exactly, right? So he's like, okay, we need to revive the commander, who
makes sense.
Does it? He's a strong leader, but what has he really contributed?
Nothing. I'm just kidding.
Not a damn thing. No,
I think it made more sense to revive Armin.
And I'll tell you why, right? Who do you have in your army? You have Eren, who is the attack titan. Literally the strongest weapon that the army has. By his side is Three Hats. Her name actually means like sun hat or something.
Mikasa?
Yeah, it means like three sun hats or something stupid.
Okay.
So you have Mikasa, who's the second strongest human in the entire army next to Levi, because she's an Ackerman, so by blood, she's just genetically predisposed to be a strong fighter, which is bullshit in and of itself, but that's another story, right? So, like, it's like Levi versus Mikasa, it'd probably be a dead standstill. Levi would most definitely win, but Mikasa would make him fight for it.
Yeah.
You don't want to piss her off, right? You don't want to ever give her the inclination that she might turn tail or decide not to fight. Because then you've just lost a major player. Like, if you're picture a chessboard, you just lost, like, the queen or something. It's like your strongest piece on the field. And then Eren's your king, essentially, because once you lose the attack titan, then you have no more titans, and it's like in a war of titans versus titans, and you don't have a titan. What the shit?
Screwed.
Yeah, and so from a military strategist standpoint, you need to keep these two people happy and fighting on your side.
Yeah.
Because once Levi said, like, oh, we need to revive this worthless ass commander, now you've just jeopardized all of your military might by driving Eren and Mikasa to mutiny. Literally to mutiny. They were getting ready to kill Levi to save Armin.
Sure, yeah.
Strategically, that's a shitty move, Levi, and that's not a move that Levi would actually make, but the only reason why that scene existed in the show is because, oh, we need to have some drama. Oh, are they gonna revive Armin, this character that nobody gives a shit about, or this worthless ass commander, also someone who nobody gives a shit about? Ooh, I don't care about either of them.
I guess that's true. That was a break in Levi's character.
I don't care about either character, right? So it makes no sense for you to... Like, we know who's gonna be revived. You're not gonna sit here and make me think that Armin's not gonna survive. Yeah. Because everybody would turn the show off, because it doesn't make sense that Eren and Mikasa would continue fighting for the Survey Corps if they can't trust Levi and they don't have their friend, and so they can't see the sea together, which is their whole reason for the fighting in the first place, right? Have you ever heard of the sea? It's like a lake, but it's humongous. There's salty water.
Oh my god. So pure.
Captain, do you know about the sea?
I mean, the first season especially, when everybody's dying at the hands of the Titan. Once Bertolt kicks in the wall and the Titans start invading and people start dying left and right. And what would happen every single time somebody died, like 90% of the time in the first season, when somebody died, do you remember why?
Titan.
It was because they ran out of gas.
Oh, no, I don't remember the first season.
I remember. It was like every single time.
They would run out of gas and then the Titan would
run out of gas and then the Titan would grab them. Yeah, this would happen over and over and over. And when you do that, you start to get numb to the violence, and you start to see every single character as expendable, and you stop forming bonds with these characters because you know they could run out of gas, literally, and then they will just get eaten by a Titan because they ran out of gas. So it's like the show teaches you from the first 5 episodes that this gas not only don't get attached, but gas and the omnidirectional maneuver gear, ODM gear, which is cool.
Gear, yeah.
It's like this weapon is completely useless. And then the blades used to get really dull way too quick.
They're fucked if they don't have the blades, yeah.
And so it's like you have created the exact weapon to get yourself killed. It's almost as if the creator of this manga designed the weapon to make humans easier to kill.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't know if had not primitive technology, but you know what I mean? Like, this was the best they could do.
Well, I mean, if you have a special gas, because it turns out, like, I think just in the last episode they reveal that
it's special.
There's a stone or a rock or a crystal or something that creates the grass.
The grass.
Some kind of ore. Grass. Did I say grass?
You sure did.
Yeah, so they smoke grass, and that's what happens. That's why they get so high in the air with the ODM gear, is because they really are high.
Wink, wink.
Maybe the whole thing is just a bad trip. No, the whole series is somebody like having a bad drug trip.
They took a dab, a really big dab
of ODM gear.
Of ODM fluid.
And then open the tanks.
I went to the mall today. And I bought a pair of new shoes. And they're the coolest kicks in the cave.
So, no more for Kelso. He's toasted.
I would like some toast if you are making some. A food of any kind would be good. I am starving.
I think I can understand what your problem with the show is. It's the plot progression only progresses to serve
the plot.
Like the plot points, but like not in a natural way. It doesn't.
The proper word is contrived.
Okay.
And that's the word you use to describe a story where the writer is playing puppet master, and he's just pulling the strings wherever he wants them to go, instead of putting the pieces on the board and letting them do their thing. That's what you want it. You never do that when writing a story, obviously, but you want it to feel that way. And Attack on Titan never feels like things happen naturally.
I feel like you're being jerked, like jerked around,
right.
Literally as the viewer, because of the ODM gear.
And all the characters suck, except for there's only 2 characters that are worth a damn, and that's Hanji and Levi. That's it. Everybody else sucks. Everybody else is absolutely terrible, especially Mikasa. I can't stand her. Here's a character that has 0 agency. She has no motivations of her own except for
to protect Eren.
Protect Eren and then and protect him. That's her 2 objectives in life. Protect Eren and protect Eren.
Like kind of like a loyal dog.
She's a little puppy dog. She wants nothing else out of life. And so
she doesn't talk much. There's not a lot of character development. It's just kind of, I'm stronger and ragier to protect Eren.
I exist to serve Eren. It's not like she joins the Survey Corps because Eren wants to, and then she becomes strong, and that's how we find out she's naturally gifted. Like, no, she was a natural-born fighter from the beginning. And she grew up protecting him from bullies. But I don't remember why. Has it ever been stated, like, why she's such a puppy dog for him? I can't think of a reason. Was she just an orphan?
Yeah, because her parents were killed in front of her, and then Eren's dad kind of was there at the right time. He was coming in for like a home visit, and he happened to be there, and he brought her home and said, "All right, you're ours now." And I think Eren was just nice to her. And so essentially, Grisha Yeager brought home a pet Asian girl for Eren to have. So I think she was just really vulnerable at that time, and Eren showed her kindness, and she felt like she had a family again. That is such a shitty motivation for a character. It's shallow. So it's like, the main character's 2 best friends are pieces of shit. They're garbage. Why would I watch this show? I don't know. And then you're like, oh, you watching Attack on Titan? I'm like, fuck no.
Otaku no Mix.